Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all appropriate supervised ages, outside of the dilapidated Castle Grayskull, in front of the invigorating Snake Mountain, in the Hobo Jungle, I bring to you another Reno McDallas review. That was a little tight squeeze there. I was trying to do something different with the camera here, and little tight. So we're going to start off things first with a lady, because we like to start with the ladies, because that usually gets the fellas looking. So does she get your fella looking, if you get what I'm saying? Fellas, we got Zatana. Got your back of your box. She's number 48. Didn't even know she was out yet. Ran into her online. I was like, fuck yeah, I want that shit in here. So, there we go. Did you hear me manhandle that? Friggin' awesome. I feel like a pretty solid dude, you know what I mean? Just look at them forearms, man. I mean, I'm just saying. That's where my dad's muscle was. He was a forearm guy too. He remember one time he got pissed and he picked up a 3-wheeler and threw it. Oh, and by picked it up, I mean he legit picked the whole thing up and flung it. That was something. So get her all poppied out here. All right. Of course, you know I'll be taking her upstairs for a glue treatment. Oh, so here we go. So we've got two different looks for her. We got the classic pink. Okay, very punk, very 80s, and now very nowadays punk with the shaved side and the yeah, you know what? That's going to be the one I put on her. Definitely. Okay, your AR-15 here. Yes, with optional. Your 15 with optional buzz saw blade end there. All right. Let's see. Now, I know this goes in there, right? I know how guns work. All right. I've used them. Not on anyone that you can prove, but I've used them. Well, that fella doesn't want to click. There it goes. All right. So there that is. She also has a lovely little backpack. I believe that's this big holster is either for the... Oh, is that for the big knife or the little knife? So, let's see here. Okay. Yeah, I think that's for the big knife. Or the little knife there. Or the dagger. That's a dagger, right? So that's a dagger. This is a knife. Or a combat blade, or whatever the hell you want to consider it. Looks like it just goes right on in there. That's pretty cool, right? Check that out. Our Google alarm went off. We're working on potty training our youngest by having the alarm go off every hour for her to go down the potty. But right now, she's actually taking a shower with our other daughter. So they're, I guess if she's got to pee, well, she already peed before she got in the shower, so. But I was going to say, at least she's in the shower, she could pee there too. Anyway, so, okay, well, you know me and getting people to hold their dang guns, or knives, or anything. All right, so let's have a look at her. Woo, hey, how you doing? Very, very pretty. I always liked girls with different hair colors when I was a kid. I usually liked blondes, but I really liked her pink hair when I was a kid. I was like, that's kind of hot. Because I was one of those 3-year-olds that would go and flex his muscles for the girls that were around my age at their tables to try and impress them to go back with me to my table and eat. Because I was a weird kid, dude. I've always been about the ladies. So, there we go. But yeah, cool figure. I like it. Yeah, Lonnie would have been extremely pleased with that one. Because I know we had talked about what she would look like. Alright, so here, speaking of G.I. Joes, here's a traitor. Even though I know technically that's kayfabe and it is not real, and the G.I. Joe, and this is a separate universe according to something that was wrote in the comics, but it's going to carry over into G.I. Joe Bros, because that's how I am. I'm a vengeful fella. There's actually a video on here on YouTube that I've made. Yeah, they keep using more and more paper stuff. I'll cut that off in a second. Anyway, yes, sorry. So the video I made... makes fun of him getting beat up by Hulk Hogan, and yeah, so just oh, there we go. Here is his whistle and his beating people rod. Wouldn't be boot camp without getting beat. All right. And don't act like it don't happen. You know it does. All right. So, he has a ton of hands. Does he have a little action figure of himself? That is darling. Oh, there went his hat. Could you imagine if I lost his hat? How awful that would be, especially in the middle of starting my freaking review. Well, it's not really starting. It's in the middle of it. Whatever. So anyway, there's his drill instructor hat. He has his own G.I. Joe figure, which is freaking hilarious. And I like that. Got all kinds of hands. He's got a booger-picking hand there, or for sticking in a recruit's butthole for not moving fast enough. This is for scratching at the eyes of true Americans that didn't betray us for Iraq. I never forget. Gun holding hand. Another, or butt grabbing hand will just be nicer. And a nose picking hand again. He also has some weapon accessories here. And we'll get those. The scope that's broke? What the hell is that? I'll figure it out in a minute. I'm going to pause it since I got to cut it out anyway. So I'll figure out what's going on with this. And then I'll be able to be like, oh yeah, dude, knew the whole time, bro. Anyway, there's what we were missing. Another AR-15. See if this, yeah, see, there's your, is that a sight? Yeah, it's a sight on top. Yeah, so anyway, that'll all get glued later. Yeah, I can't even begin to get that on. Yeah. Probably shouldn't, you know, have a couple before the show, you know what I'm saying? Loosen up. So I'm a chatty Kathy. I've never had sex with a Kathy. Have you? Was that weird? Just to go there? But I have not. Actually, no, that is not true. I've had sex with a Kathy. Sorry, Kathy. My bad. I was thinking of you as Catherine and not Kathy. So, yes. Sorry. Anyway, that's awkward. Boy, we had an awkward moment, didn't we? But then again, that's all my shows are. Awkward moments. So, weird thing. Okay, so that was number 53 with Sergeant Slaughter, right? And give me just a second. I'll go through his accessories. I was looking over and it's caught my eye. That's 55, and he's in... And not that shit pack. What, do we have a good name for the cardboard packs yet, guys? Is it like Shipwrecks or some shit like that? Whatever you guys want to call it, we'll go with it. So, anyway, I gave Slaughter a gun hand and then a fist. And then we will slap his beautiful drill instructor mount he had on. As my Grandpa Dean told me one time when I said I wanted one of these hats, he told me I would look like the northern end of a donkey going south. We used to go to the Army surplus store all the time when I was a kid. I loved it. I thought it was cool. And I totally just farted on camera. I didn't shart, though. That's the important part. No, I already pooped earlier. It's all good, guys. All right, so there is his AR-15 and his assault baton for the murders that he's going to commit to you and your family. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put that back on him. I didn't have it on him. So there's this whistle. And so we'll go ahead and talk about him a little bit too. I have the it's his WWE basic of Slaughter that I'd been using for a couple of pictures. Let me see if that's handy. Give me just a second. All right, after all that hubbub, I forgot the other thing I was up there after. Oh well. Okay, so this is him from his WWE basic appearance, right? So not a lot of articulation there, but I just kind of wanted you to have a look at him. These sunglasses are glued onto him, as well as the hat, because I'm notorious for losing accessories. And again, who wants a Sergeant Slaughter without his hat, right? So, anyway, I don't know if mine just didn't come with sunglasses or he doesn't come with sunglasses at all. Because he's got sunglasses on the front of that, right? But he doesn't come with any. Yeah. I mean, those aren't sunglasses. Oh, well. Mattel, if you're watching this and you didn't manufacture them with sunglasses, that's weird. I just want you to know. But I do love you. All right. There he goes. And anyway, hey, yeah, that could have been a figure face-off episode, but as you can see, not much to it. It's just a basic, so, you know, not a lot of accessories with them or nothing. So, anyway, Recondo for you, for your Tiger Force fans out there. I'm telling you, man, they got to do a Shipwreck. I will be the happiest person in the world if they do a Tiger Force Shipwreck. Like, I will start sucking up to employees and like trying to get one early to open. Like I'll be like, guys, this is my favorite G.I. Joe. Nobody watches my show hardly. It would be cool even if nobody watches it, because you'll be making my day. I doubt they'll do it, but hey, you never know. Some cool people are out there. There's your knife. There you go. There's another AR-15. That's a mini. There's another AR-15. He's got his hat. Yeah, when I was a kid, I saw this toy, and I was like, what do you mean he's not Australian? Yeah, I think I was like 3, bro. Like 83, man. My first Joe I bought was Shipwreck, and of course, you've heard me go on about him. But anyway, yeah. My friend Stu can grow a mustache like that. I mean, I don't know if he watches this. I know he was subbed to me. If he does, hi Stu, miss you. Probably end up working for you at some point. Anyway, that kind of sounded weird. Holding an action figure and be like, end up working for you someday, Stu. Oh my. Yeah, I'll have to text and be like, hey, I was talking about you on my newest episode. Anyway, shit. Sorry, I'm off in another land, as usual. Here we go. So there's the hat, backpack. Backpack doesn't have any kind of special holsters or any hullabaloo. And then he's got that range of motion, as the HCC says, goes part about this wide. Is that how he does it? Damn it. I watch his stuff, but I've got a bad memory anymore, and it's getting old. And I know I've mentioned it before. It's because I've filled my head with useless now knowledge about the Star Wars extended universe that isn't canon anymore. Here's this. And you know why I had to get it. Because it's Shipwreck. And Shipwreck is my bae. Yo. They're like, it says on the back of this, keep away from small children and the thin, so do that. Keep that away from your kids, fellas and ladies, and everything in between, or around. Whatever. I don't know how you would put that. I'm not an English major. There we go. So there is Shipwreck's file card. I can't tell you if that's any different from his other stuff, because, frankly, I'm not that versed. I'm sorry. I just remember the cartoons. I remember having the toys. I had a Terrordrome, and I let it go. I should have never let it go. Long story short about owning my dad's old house after he died, and that was one of the things that got me, and everyone was talking me into selling the house. I just didn't have room for everything. I never thought, I was just not in a good place mentally. Never thought I should save my toys, and I didn't, and Terrordrome went. So, someone over there in McLeansboro has a really nice Terrordrome. So, not really nice. It's really played with, more like it. So there he is. He's got his little, oh shoot, those don't want to, I'm going to have to, I thought I was going to have to pause it, get that out. So he, okay, that is plastic, but we got the grappling hook, ladies. Yes! That's what you wanted, wasn't it? Because your hope was dangling from a string. Something. I really like that song. Brings up the feels. Back when, what was that, 2004? When I was a young man and things were looking up. Yeah, that's right. That's the summer I turned 21. And now, it'll be this summer I turn 40. Do you like Dockside? Does your mother still like Dockside bars? Go to Darkside Bar, whatever. Alright, I was having an emotional midlife crisis there. And this might also lead to a midlife crisis if I don't get this damn tape off. Alright, there's that. Alrighty. There's Polly. You're going to be like, hey Luke, hey Reno, are you going to glue Polly on Shipwreck? The answer is yes. Yes, I am. Hey, and why not? It's my figure anyway. I just don't want to lose that. And plus, it'll be good. I can carry this one around with me. I'm going to throw him in my backpack, so I've got some mobile small Joe to take with me, at least, for G.I. Joe Bros. So that'll be awesome. So anyway, that's all the figures we have for today. But we have the best thing ever. I mean, maybe not the best thing ever. Here's my super glue. I was going to glue all this stuff while I was talking to you guys, and ramble on. I may do a live show where I do that. I think I'm going to do that after I'm going to start this upload and maybe go live on Instagram or something. I'll probably let Savage Skeletor have no, I'll do it on Joe Bros because this is yeah. I'll probably be on Joe Bros tonight. Let's see. Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed, he does have his hook like he does on the other figure for you to wrap his line on. So, anyway, speaking of lines, here is the line I give you about whatever figure breaks down the door to Castle Grayskull proves itself as the greatest action figure ever because Skeletor waltzes in there, gets the power, gives him the money the 10th or 14th or whoever David Tennant is, David 10-inch, that he is. Anyway, yes, sorry. Yeah, if they break the door down, they win. No one's done it so far. There was one time I did slam a dildo through it, though. But, I mean, I had to force that sumbitch. I mean, it took me to do it, right? So, but you never know. One might get lucky. No dice. Recondo. Oh, good landing. Like that. All right, beautiful. That's hot. Oh. 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 Daniel Brand. Oh. Little figure. Oh. Peace, guys. Be good to yourselves. Hey. Because if you can't be good to yourself, who can you be good to? Yeah, I think I remember the whole quote correctly. Good job. All right, but yeah, seriously, be good to yourselves. Love you guys. Not like in the weird Nexpo way, though, because he's like a little too clingy. Like mine's like a friendship love, but he feels like a little bit like one of those guys that reaches over and kind of just gives you a little bit of a, not like on a purpose, just like pat your butt as you go by. Like, oh, excuse me. Like, not in a bad way, but in a little bit of like, oh, I know he didn't mean that in a weird way, but it feels weird. Yeah. That kind of love. We're not doing that. Yeah, anyway, yeah, so free the figs.